Hey Bob, good morning. It's Ricky with Keyence.
So what I want to take a look today is just at this top amplifier here. This is the only one we're going to be focusing on, is this guy, as well as our transmitter and then receiver. This particular model is only NPN selectable, so I can't select PNP in the menu structure. So when you first turn your sensor on, it's going to ask you to select NPN or PNP. You're going to want to select PNP, press mode, go to the next selection. It's going to ask for output 1 plus output 2. Go ahead and press mode again, and then it's going to say END for end. We're going to press mode to exit that, and then it should take you to this main menu structure here. So right out of the box, this is one thing I want you to notice. It is going to be sending that output, meaning how this is set up right now, it'll be sending that output with nothing there and stop sending that output when I break it. You can see my output flickering on and off as I break it. And now what we can do to adjust that, let's tap mode once. We're gonna see switch L on, D on. I'm gonna press right. Let's do that again. Mode, press right. I see light on. Let's switch that to dark on. Now I'm just going to let that sit to go back to the home menu structure. Now you can see there, I just switched the outputs. So now when I break my beam, I get that output, and that output comes off when I stop breaking it. So that means as your blade enters, it's going to send that output. Now let's go into the menu structure itself. To change the power modes, I'm gonna hold this mode down for 3 seconds. And you see there, my first option is power modes. It's gonna start off in fine. To create a faster response time, I can go left to go to high speed, and then I've even got a super high speed mode as well. Super high speed is 23 microseconds. High speed is 50 microsecond response time. I believe the fine is a 250 microsecond response time, and then so on and so forth. You can also see there, as I kick up my power modes, my light intensity increases as well. So for instance, let's keep it in fine just as it is now. Let's go home by holding the mode button down for 3 seconds. So now to give you a better understanding of what the sensor is doing, let's take a look here. You can see there I've got my light intensity value received. And now look as I begin to break it. I'm gonna go very slow so we can see that drop. I'm gonna go back up. So as I begin to break that beam, you can see there my light intensity drops down further, further, further until I hit my threshold. Right now my threshold is at 100, so it is very, very low of a threshold. Technically, if I'd want to catch the moment my finger enters that zone, I would raise my threshold to just below 1600. So let's make that 1500. Now what that does difference is I'm actually gonna catch that edge the moment I see it. So the moment my light intensity drops below 1500, I get that output, holds it on until the beam goes away. You can see there what I would want to do, have no part there, look at my values, place my blade in front, look at my values, and then I would set a threshold in between those. So in between 14 and 1600 would technically be where my threshold should go. But this is going to decide on timing of when exactly you want it to catch that front edge.